Amethyst channel. Today I am doing a video on my past life deck, and I'm going to talk you through, if you actually buy this deck or get a reading from me, how it works. So when you get the deck, it will come all together in this beautiful covering package, and it's just a beautiful picture of a woman, spirit goddess, and the charms all around her. So I thought that was really appropriate setting for this first deck. Now, when you get the deck, you need to split it into piles. It has sex, so male, female, object, animal. So that sets up the basis of what you have for your past life. Then it also has places, so where you lived in your past life. Then it has the time, so the time stamp that you lived that life in. And the job you had in your past life. So I've gone ahead and I've separated into sex, time, location, and job. And then I'm going to, so how we start the reading is, so I do 7, so anyone that knows about past lives knows that you have 7 to 10 past lives. So as a basis, I do 7 past life readings. If you are a psychic or someone who's really intuitive, you will get up to 20 past lives. I've got about, I did my own and I'm about up to 8 now. So it's really amazing and really interesting to find out what you were in your past life. So what we do, we go ahead and we're going to do 7 reads. So 7 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I do the reads now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. So these cards that I have now are the sex cards. Male, female, object. We're going to do, we're just going to spread the deck out. And for the first pile, we're going to choose the card that you're most drawn to, which is this one. And that's our first line. Okay, so you can go ahead and turn the card over. And in this instance, in your first life, you're an object. So what that means for an object, you can be anything. In our past lives, we can be absolutely anything. We can be lamps, we can be clocks, we can be fairies, we can be any mythical creature. So what you do when you get this card, just close your eyes and manifest. Just think, clear your mind, really think in your mind's eye, and the first object that comes to your mind is what you were. So I'm going to close my eyes. It's really good to have some meditative music, meditating music in the background. Why couldn't I say that word? I'm not sure why I couldn't say that word, I'm sorry. Yeah, so what we do, close your eyes, meditate, really think of what object comes to your mind first. So I'm going to do that now. Just relax your mind, think clearly. Clock. Clock was the first word that came to my mind, and that was my guides telling me that. So this is not for me. I've done all my lives, past lives. This is just an example. So it's just what comes to your mind first, and we are going to keep a track of this. So object, clock. Okay, and I'm writing this down as we go. So I'm just going to put these sex cards to the side. Now, what time frame did you live your life as a clock? This is what the next cards are for. Shuffle them. Oh, sorry, this is, the next one is not time frame, it's actually where you were based. Doesn't matter what order you do it in, but I would advise that you do your sex first, so male, female, child, adult. Okay, let's see where you were based in the world. What am I drawn to? You were based in Ireland. You're a clock in Ireland. How exciting. Let's see what time. So I'm just going to write that down so I don't forget. Ireland. Let's see what era you lived in when you were a clock in Ireland. Which one am I drawn to? 1400. Did they even have clocks in 1400? They must have had some type of time frame in 1400. 1400. Okay, now because we're an object, our job is to keep time, and we're a clock, our job is to keep time. So we're not going to go ahead and do the job cards for this read because we've already got our job, because we're an object, we're a clock that tells the time. So that's our first life. Okay, starting on our second lives. So shuffled, and we're female. We just want to learn what type of female we are now. Animal. So you're a female animal. Let's find out where you lived. Russia. You're a female animal in Russia. Don't forget to write this down. Sometimes I do that. So second life. Female animal, Russia. And we'll get time frame. Now again, you can go ahead and close your eyes and manifest, and the first animal that comes to your brain, or to your mind, sorry, is the animal that you were. Okay. And what time frame did we live? Oh, BC, before Christ. That's interesting. You were really old soul. Alright, so I'm just going to concentrate, close my eyes. A crow. Crow was the first. So my first life was an object. I was a clock in 1400 Ireland. My second life was a female animal in Russia, BC, and I was a crow. Now remember, just because you were reading that was your second life, obviously it was your first life in real life time. But we're just reading them out now. And this is what Spirit is giving us. It's giving us the information we want. But obviously once you're done, you'll put them in order and you'll be able to see the lives that you've lived. So what we're going to do now, because we need the object cards, we'll take these back. But we still have that information written down, so it's okay. And we're going to start on our third life. Okay, which card am I drawn to? Male. Male what? Male child. Interesting. Third life. Male child. First time being human. What was my location? When was I a male child? Again, this is a general reading, so it actually doesn't count for me. Saudi Arabia. Interesting. I've had some pretty cool lives. Saudi Arabia. I don't think I would have had a job as a child. I may have, depending on the time frame. So let's go ahead and see the time frame. I reckon this card is calling my name. 1100. Very early lives. 1100. Interesting. Okay, so again, I'm going to take the object cards back. Move them up so I've got some room here. Okay, let's start on our fourth life. Shuffle. Which card is calling my name? Oh, this one definitely is. Animal. Back to being an animal. Maybe you didn't like being a human. Animal. And where did I live? Tokyo. What time frame? $1800. Let's write this down. Animal. Tokyo. 1800. I'm just going to close my eyes and manifest. What type of animal was I? What type of animal was I? Lizard. I was a lizard. Again, take the first word that comes to your mind, because that's your spirits and your guides telling you what you were. Interesting lives we've had here. Okay, let's do our fifth life. What were we in our past life? We were an object again. You were only being human once. That's crazy. Alright, so I'm just going to manifest. What type of object was I? Lamp. Lamp. I don't think you like being human. This person, whoever I'm relating it to. It's just relating to no one, so it's just a general read. So it may be for you, but stay tuned for after this because I'm going to do a pick a card. Australia. Welcome to the land down under. That's where I'm from. Women throw and then chunder. I'm just going to stop singing. Okay, what time frame did I live in? Ooh, 1500. Now, come on, you're playing me now because I don't think there was electricity in 1500. Are you relating to fire? Alright. We're going to pull another card because that's just not logic. Could be relating to fire. 1700. That's better. Stop playing me now, come on. So, fifth life, I was lamp, Australia, 1700. Okay. Our sixth life, what were we? Again, so 15 to 1700, maybe it was between those times, maybe it relates to fire, maybe it relates to candles, maybe it relates to something that lights the way. So I just wanted to pull another clarifying card because, you know, electricity wasn't out then, but it could, again, be candle, could be lamp, could be lighting the way. So you were something to do with lighting the way and fire, okay? So don't take it as straight away lamp. Look into the meaning more. Look into what your guides are telling you and really think about it. So next one, I was a male. This is my sixth life. Male child again. Where did we live? We lived in London. What time frame did we live in? If it was olden times. What is olden times? Olden days, then we could have had a job because they worked young back then. 1900. So we're going to pull a job card because children in London in 1900 were working. It was mostly coal, something like that, wasn't it? Servant. Okay. Sixth life. Male, child, UK, London, 1900, servant. Interesting. Okay, for our final life, let's see what we were. Shuffle the cards. Object again. You were a lot of objects in your past life. Where were you an object? Let's have a look. Las Vegas. I'd love to be an object in Las Vegas. All the stories you'd see. How exciting would that be? Time frame where were we an object in Las Vegas? 1600. Oh, Wild West times. Let's just see. I'm just going to manifest what I was. Sorry, no. Well, this is a general reading again, guys. So it's not about me. It's about whoever is reading, like watching this at the time. Stay tuned because I am going to do a pick a card what you were in your past life after this. And if you're interested in purchasing my past life deck, I'll leave the link below to my store MB shop and you can actually purchase it and do reads with these or have fun with your family and friends and do them as well. Okay, I was I'm saying showgirl. I know you're messing with me now, Michael. Come on. Tell me what I was. Las Vegas, 1600. What was I? I was a dollar bill. Okay. This is our last life. Okay, so we were a dollar bill. Las Vegas, 1600. Interesting lives we've had there. So let me just recap on these lives. We were first life, object, clock, island, 1400. Female, second life, female, animal, Russia. Why did I say Russia? Russia, BC, crow. Third life, male, child, Saudi Arabia, 1100. Fourth life, animal, Tokyo, 1800, you're a lizard. Fifth life, you were a lamp, but again, it gave us 1500 first, so a lamp, fire, candle, something that lit the way for people to see. In Australia. Sixth life, male, child, UK, 1900, and you're a servant. And your seventh life, you're a dollar bill in Las Vegas in 1600s. How exciting. So when you actually book a reading with me, I'll actually write this down, I'll do the reading with you, I'll write this down and I'll actually print it out for you and do it up in a beautiful like frame so you can actually get in, not frame. Oh, I can't speak today. This is one called the Blonde Psychic because yes, I am blonde, but I do have my silly moments. Shouldn't actually be a blonde. I do put this into a nice picture and you can put it in, I'll email it to you and you can put it in a frame on your wall. It's a really nice reading to do. And it's great for psychics to do, to have as an extra service, and also if you're really into past lives, it's a great way of reading past lives. So stay tuned for the pick a card. I'm going to rearrange the card shuffle and I'll put timestamps below if you didn't want to wait for all the other readings. Stay tuned. Guys, just quickly before I start the pick a cards, if you're wanting to get more characteristics about your past lives, you can do like animal spirit cards, guidance cards, just to get some more characteristics and add to the read that you're doing, to get some more characteristics about the person you were, what animal that you were. You can even use the spirit animal cards when you get animals and it will tell you what type of animal you were. Just a few pointers there in case you're not sure of you know, how to use this deck. There's a lot of ways you can use it. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and do the pick a card now for our past life. What were you in your past life? What were one of your past lives? So I have added animal characteristic cards in this just to get some more characteristics on who you were in your past life. So just clear your mind, close your eyes, and pick which pile you are drawn to. Pile 1 has the rose quartz, pile 2 has the black tourmaline, pile 3 has the amethyst. So just close your eyes and meditate on which pile you are drawn to, and this will reveal one of your past lives. Let's get started with pile 1, the rose quartz. So pile 1, horse spirit, 1300, Venice, male, child. Interesting. Male, child, Venice, 1300, horse spirit. Freedom is yours. So let me just give a bit of a intuitive read on this. I feel like you didn't have much freedom. I feel like you were well-off family and you did live in Venice along the water. And you're very religious, your household was very religious, and you didn't have much freedom. And you really wanted to break free like this horse and be free. You really wanted to get out and explore the city, explore the river, and just get out and have fun. You're a really wild and free spirit. Look at the horses painted beautifully. You just wanted to get out on an adventure and have fun, but your family was very strict. I feel like your father was really strict. Your mother let you have a bit of that freedom and let you, you know, venture out sometimes, and with Bible study. I feel like very, very religious sector here. The family is very religious, and you know, times when you went for picnics and had a big Bible study and big celebrations, that's when you were your true self and came to life, because you really did love that sort of thing, and you were just wanting to break free and be a free spirit and adventurer. And you may have done that when you were older, but I'm feeling at the moment in your past life, you're a male child. You're really somber and sad. Look at your face on there. You just want to break free and have fun and adventure. You're a free spirit and you wanted to get out and live that life. Interesting. Okay, so pile number 2. What were you? So black tourmaline, protection stone. In your past life, you were bee spirit. You were a female adult from Las Vegas. Again, Las Vegas come up twice. 1700 medical field, bee spirit. Sweet results await. Interesting. So female adult, Las Vegas, 1700 medical field, bee spirit. Sweet results await. So I feel like in the 1700s you were really restricted. You were really interested in, you were a doctor. I know you were a doctor. That came straight away. But a lot of people were hesitant to sort of see you because female doctors wasn't a thing that was heard of back in those days. So, you know, I feel like a lot of people were hesitant to come and see you and didn't want to be fixed by a woman in sense. So I'm feeling like, you know, you were so passionate about this and you just wanted to help people, but they really didn't want to see you. But I feel like there was a breakthrough. Something happened. There was a case. There was a breakthrough, and you really healed someone that was hesitant to get your help, but actually you treated them and you helped them, and then you got your breakthrough. Sweet results await. How interesting. It's amazing how the intuition and the story just plays out in my mind, because, you know, I can actually connect with your past life and I can see what you were. So this is what I mean when you get a past life reading. I actually make it into a story. I actually can feel what you were, and I can sense the time, what happened, everything like that. It's a really fascinating thing to get into. So I encourage you really, if you are into past lives, to get into it as a field of study, or as if you are a psychic, to get into it, because it is fascinating. Teach you how to meditate, teach you how to read the cards, teach you how to see what happened in your past life. It's amazing. Amethyst stone for pile 3. Let's have a read. Okay, animal. So I pulled the animal card. So as I said, if you're not sure how to manifest or how to think of what's in your mind and just meditate on it, just grab your animal cards or order a pack of animal spirit cards and pull, you know, shuffle and pull the card. And in this instance, I got giraffe. So you were a giraffe, Africa, in 1200. Now, what are your characteristics as a giraffe? See the bigger picture. And that's fitting, considering that giraffes have such big necks, long necks. So I feel like you're a carefree spirit, you're loving spirit. I feel like you are more female than male. I didn't pull the sex card, but I just intuitively read that you're female. You were very helpful and loving. You were a mother. You had a few babies. Are they calves? They're not calves. What are baby giraffes called? I don't even know. I'm going to have to look that up. You were a loving mother. You did see the bigger picture. You did want to always help and mother and love your children and always help your herd. Is it a herd? I don't even know that. I'm sorry if people are watching this and going, how do you not know the name of baby giraffes and herds and stuff? I'm sorry. I am very sorry. I'll have to look up the terminology for that. But yeah, you're a very kind, loving mother, always helpful, always looking out for others and always seeing the bigger picture. Beautiful card, a beautiful past life to have. And it's interesting because with our past lives, it always connects to your life now. So when I do a personal past life reading, it does relate to all the characteristics that you have in your life now. So for example, I was Marilyn Monroe in one of my past lives and she didn't have any children. I have 4 children. So, you know, she didn't like being alone. I don't like being alone. So it sort of overcompensates sometimes in some areas, and then you still have some characteristics that are the same. Another one of my past lives was a lion cub. I'm a Leo. that resonates, and that's the same thing there. And what are my other past lives? Gosh, I've forgotten some of them. I was like a little Indian boy, and I was really poor, and I got lost in a cave and I died in a cave. That was another interesting one. But he had nothing, he had no money, and he was poor, but he just didn't care that he didn't have any money. And that relates to me a lot. Sometimes I don't have a lot of money, and we do have a lot in our life. We are blessed with our family and our circumstances. We're not like poor or anything, we're middle class, but sometimes we don't have money, and it does get me down. But I just think, you know, I just sort of have to remind myself back to that little Indian boy. He had nothing, and he was so carefree and loved his life. So it is fascinating. I think I'm up to 9 past lives. I'm pretty sure I'm up to 9 myself, and everything, all the characteristics, or one characteristic in particular from each past life, resonates with my life now. It's really interesting. So if you would like to book a past life read or to buy the deck, remember it will be linked below, and all of my other pages will be linked below as well. So I do live reads, I do free picker cards, lots of things I do. Get connected with us, and I hope you enjoyed this past life read example and picker card. Take care, bye.